I've just got back from Berlin, where I've been at a conference for left-wing MPs across Europe to discuss and develop strategies for defeating the far right in politics. Now, as you're probably aware, across the world, across Europe, in the United States, the far right are on the rise. In Hungary, in Sweden, we have far right governments now in place who are doing all they can to undermine democracy and make life as hard as possible for centre-left and left parties. But there have been some notable successes. Poland and in Spain, where left-wing parties have been able to stop and defeat the rise of the far right. But that could be temporary. Here in the UK, we have a far-right government that openly uses racism and Islamophobia to divide communities. Talks openly about legislation for deportations and sending people to Rwanda. There were two key things that came out of this conference, in my opinion, that I think are worthy of note in this very brief video. The first is that accommodating far-right ideas does not benefit social democratic or left parties. What it's done when they've done it, it's mainstreamed far-right ideas on deportations, on immigration, and general racism. What we need to do, and this was the other bit that came out, is talk about things that we're strong on. That means having policies that tackle poverty, that tackle the climate crisis, that build homes, that invest in public transport, that give people proper terms and conditions at work and an increased living standards. That means investing in infrastructure and in our future. That's what social democratic parties did after the Second World War with the defeat of fascism in that war. That's what we must do again if we're to stop the rise of the far right and the fascists that sit just behind them with their ideas, which are now being mainstreamed in our public discourse. There's a lot of work to be done, but if we can get this right, we can actually turn the tide against the far right.